my bag. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it. It was like lemon.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. On the ground, this is Sean Penny, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll run it again with Penny, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. A play fake. Bradford flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Gotta hurry.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And out now come the Seahawks. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs.
And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Bradford. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Bradford eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Returnable for Lockett. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a big no-no last time. A safety to make this score 2-0 where we stand now. So see if they can atone for that mistake.
You give up points. But on the flip side, the positive side, after you punted the ball away or kicked it away,
defense held.
Defense held for you. So there's a little bit of relief there. Now they know they can get back out on the field, run their offense, and try to put their defense in a bad spot again.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Arizona Cardinals getting ready to go again here on offense. And for them, look, Charles, the quarterback spot, that's where everybody is focused right now. You got the 30-year-old Sam Bradford battling with a 21-year-old Josh Rosen.
Sam Bradford is the safe choice. Veteran guy, one of the most accurate throwers in the league. His biggest issue, staying healthy and staying on the field. But there's also a brand-new coach in Arizona, and Steve Wilks, and he's a defensive guy, extremely aggressive in his play calling. Loves to get after the quarterback. He might make the aggressive call here and go with the rookie Josh Rosen and start their careers together, joined at the hip.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Gotta hurry.
Throwing again, Bradford on 2nd and 10. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Turbo.
Play action now, Bradford. And that's incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
On play action, Bradford. And Gresham has it left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Bradford on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The Cardinals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, gotta hurry, gotta hurry.
Off the play fake. Bradford. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Lockett, and that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Play action. Now Wilson. Chandler Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
A handoff to Penny. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. Now it's Carson. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Gotta hurry.
Off play action. Bradford. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So a minute 55 to go in the 1st half. More from the desert after this.
Hey, gotta hurry, gotta hurry.
Off the play fake. Bradford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this 1st half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
20! And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, Bradford. And it'll be intercepted. intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. So when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Off-play action. Bradford. And he is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A couple of vets finding each other there for a Cardinal first down. Bradford to Fitzgerald. Bradford to throw it. Now he'll escape to his right. And the Cardinals are in. Touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Bradford, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They set up the screen to Penny. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Dawson able to connect on the extra point. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
David Johnson here on the catch. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Bradford now. He's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Gotta hurry.
2nd down, Bradford. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And Nelson's got it here right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and boy, he's been good. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Penny, a 1st down carry. And some room to work. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, here's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be second and goal. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now Wilson on second down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
They go play action here on first down. Gets it to Bryce Butler complete. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Bradford now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A play fake. Bradford. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Bradford now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Hey, gotta hurry.
Bradford on first down. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Back to it after the pick six. Bradford. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Throwing, Bradford. This one complete to Gresham. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Gotta hurry, gotta hurry.
Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. Escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Gotta hurry, gotta hurry.
They go play action. Now Bradford airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down. Now Wilson down around his goal line. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 20. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Following the interception, Bradford, they'll roll him out right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. And that one ended up going backwards.
On 3rd down, Bradford flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chandler Jones bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight. Third and long. It's Wilson. Now he's forced out right, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Marcus Golden in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chandler Jones in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with Golden field position. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Game in hand. The offense takes the knee. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Dawson's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. On 2nd down, Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. 3rd down here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Wilson now, throwing on 3rd and long. It's caught right side, Dixon. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
14, 15, 380.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
Gotta hurry, gotta hurry. Hey. 4 down.
And the final play here will be Bradford going down to a knee.
Gotta hurry.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match.
Somebody call for the queen.